Which of the royals has the most expensive jewelry? Harry Winston, Noor-ul-Ain Tiara of Empress Farah from Iran. $10.6 million, Empress Farah of Iran wore the Noor-ul-Ain Tiara when she married Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, the last Shah of Iran, in 1959. The tiara, meaning light of the eyes, was made by Harry Winston using the 60-carat Noor-ul-Ain diamond, one of the rarest and largest pink gemstones in the world. It also contains 324 other pink, yellow, and colorless diamonds set in platinum. The Persian empress regularly wore the tiara to royal events during her husband's remaining years on the throne. After the 1979 revolution, it became the property of the state and, according to some sources, is on display in the Museum of National Jewels in the basement of the Central Bank of Iran. Garrod Diamond Tiara of Queen Sonia of Norway. Among the many tiaras owned by Queen Sonia of Norway, one with a rich history and high value occupies a special place. This tiara was originally inherited from Queen Maud and has since become one of the most famous and expensive pieces of jewelry in the royal collection. The history of the tiara began in 1896, when Princess Maud of Wales married Prince Charles of Denmark. For this occasion, Garrod created a 3-tiered product consisting of a base with a diamond bandeau, a middle with diamond leafy curls, and an upper part with 13 pear-shaped diamonds. However, in 1995, the tiara was stolen on its way to Garrod for evaluation and maintenance. She has not been found since. Garrod, realizing the value of this jewelry, made a replica to replace the stolen original. Today, the Garrod diamond tiara is valued at approximately $12 million. La Peregrina Pearl, also known as the Pilgrim or the Wanderer, has a rich history full of exciting events and famous owners. This jewel, discovered in the Gulf of Panama in the 16th century, has since traveled all over the world. The pearl originally belonged to Queen Mary the R of England, who received it as a gift from her future husband, King Philip II of Spain. After the death of the Queen, the jewel returned to Spain and was transferred to other monarchs. During its history, the Pearl of La Peregrina has been in the hands of many historical figures. Among them are Napoleon Bonaparte's brother Joseph, who ruled Spain in the early 19th century, and the famous actress Elizabeth Taylor. In 2011, the La Peregrina Pearl necklace was sold at auction for a record $11.8 million. It was converted by the Christie's auction house from the original jewelry that belonged to Elizabeth Taylor. The Swan Lake necklace has become one of the most famous and valuable pieces of jewelry in Princess Diana's jewelry collection. It was created by Garrod, which at that time was the royal jeweler, and consisted of 178 diamonds and 5 pearls. This necklace was very special for Princess Diana. She wore it to the ballet Swan Lake at London's Royal Albert Hall in 1997. Unfortunately, it was not long before her tragic death. To complete the Swan Lake suite, Garrod also created a pair of earrings. However, Diana did not have time to put them on. After the death of Princess Diana, the Swan Lake necklace passed to her children, Princes William and Harry. In 2010, the suite was sold at a New York Guernsey auction for $632,000. It recently became known that one of the buyers expressed a desire to purchase the Swan Lake suite for $12.1 million. This confirms the high value and uniqueness of this jewelry. The tiara of Princess Katherina Henkel von Donnersmarck is a luxurious piece of jewelry that once belonged to a German aristocratic family. It was made in the early 20th century, possibly by the famous jewelry house Chaumet, for the second wife of the German Prince Guido Henkel von Donnersmarck, the Russian aristocrat Katherina Sleptsova. The tiara is a real work of art. It is decorated with 11 large pear-shaped emeralds with a total weight of about 500 carats. The base of the tiara is decorated with a row of large kiss-and-cut diamonds resting on a row of diamond laurels. The frame of the tiara is made of silver and gold. The tiara of Princess Katherina Henkel von Donnersmarck has a rich history. It was first sold at Sotheby's in 1979. Then, in 2011, it was sold for a record amount of $12.7 million for a tiara. This event attracted the attention of the whole world to this magnificent piece of jewelry. At the wedding of Princess Eugenie in 2018, an event took place that attracted the attention of many lovers of jewelry and the history of the royal families. The princess wore the Greville Kokoshnik tiara, which is part of the collection of the British royal family and has great historical value. The tiara was created in 1919 by French luxury jeweller Boucheron, commissioned by British socialite Dame Margaret Greville. This exquisite piece of jewelry, reminiscent of the ancient Russian Kokoshnik headdress, is made of pavé-cut diamonds set in platinum with 6 emeralds. Queen Elizabeth, who inherited the tiara after her mother's death in 2002, added it to her collection of royal tiaras, but never wore it in public. This makes Greville Kokoshnik even more valuable and interesting to explore. The historical value of the tiara lies not only in its creator and customer, but also in the fact that it is part of the rich history of the British royal family. Emeralds used in jewelry can be associated with certain events or people, which makes Greville Kokoshnik even more attractive to researchers and collectors. The Cartier Williamson diamond brooch, which was presented to Queen Elizabeth as a wedding gift, occupies a special place in the history of royal jewelry. This precious accessory has not only material but also historical value associated with important events in the life of the royal family. The gift was made by geologist John Thoburn Williamson, the owner of a mine in Tanzania, where a pink diamond was discovered, which became the basis of the brooch. The 54.5 carat stone was cut to 23.6 carats and decorated with a Cartier brooch in the shape of a jonquil flower. 203 white diamonds were added to it, and the frame was made of platinum. The brooch was created in 1947, the year of Elizabeth's coronation, and became an integral part of her image at important events. She graced the Queen in family portraits, the weddings of Prince Charles and Princess Diana, Prince Edward and Sophie. This decoration symbolized the love and devotion that accompanied the Queen throughout her life. Today, the Cartier Williamson brooch is valued at $30.5 million. She is one of the most valuable items in the collection of royal jewels. And her story reminds us of the importance of family values, love and devotion that accompany a person throughout life. Queen Mary Fringe Tiara. One of the most famous and beautiful tiaras in the royal collection is the Fringe Tiara, also known as the Fringed Tiara. It was commissioned by Queen Mary for special occasions and has become one of the most beloved pieces of jewelry in her wardrobe. The tiara is made of alternating stripes and spikes of diamonds, which gives it a unique shine and sophistication. It can be worn as a tiara or as a necklace, which makes it versatile and suitable for various events. Queen Mary was known for her taste and love of jewelry, and the Fringe tiara became one of her most prized pieces of jewelry. She gave it to her daughter, the future Queen Elizabeth II, in 1936 to wear on her wedding day. Since then, the tiara has become a part of royal weddings, worn by Princess Anne in 1973 and Princess Beatrice in 2020. The Fringe tiara, like other royal tiaras made by Garrard, is an example of the highest craftsmanship and jewelry art. She reminds us of the rich history and traditions of the royal family, as well as the importance of jewelry in their lives. Delhi Durbar, Emerald Choker. The history and value of jewelry. At the recent Earthshot Award ceremony, the Princess of Wales drew attention to the exquisite Delhi Durbar Emerald Choker. This jewelry, which has a rich history, was originally presented to Queen Maria Maharani of Patiala in 1911. Queen Mary commissioned Garrard, a well-known jewelry company, to redesign the choker. As a result, 2 emeralds disappeared from the jewelry, but 14 emeralds and round-cut diamonds fixed on platinum remained. Later, this choker became a wedding gift from Queen Elizabeth to Princess Diana. Today, the Delhi Durbar Emerald Choker is estimated at about $20 million. This piece of jewelry not only reflects the history of the royal family, but is also a piece of jewelry. Its elegant design and the use of precious stones make the Delhi Durbar Choker one of the most valuable and famous jewelry in the world. The lotus flower tiara is one of the most beautiful and romantic pieces of jewelry in the collection of the British royal family. It was created by the Garrard Jewelry House in 1923, specifically for Queen Mother Elizabeth when she had just married King George VI. The name of the tiara speaks for itself. It is made in the style of Egyptian iconography and resembles a lotus flower, a symbol of purity and rebirth. This is not surprising because at the beginning of the 20th century, Egypt was very popular among Europeans, and many elements of its culture penetrated into the art and fashion of that time. The lotus flower tiara became the Queen Mother's favorite jewel and often accompanied her at various events. Today, she is included in a set of tiaras worn by Princess Kate of Wales to special events. It is not only a tribute to history and traditions, but also a symbol of the connection between generations and continuity in the royal family. Princess Marina's pearl necklace. In the casket of Princess Michael of Kent, the former Baroness Maria Christina von Reibnitz, there is one piece of jewelry that she particularly loves. This is a pearl necklace that once belonged to her mother-in-law, Princess Marina, of Greece and Denmark. This necklace is part of a luxurious wedding gift that was presented to Princess Marina on her wedding day to Prince George, Duke of Kent, in 1934. The set consisted of a long triple string of pearls, geometric earrings, and a bracelet with diamonds and pearls. Over time, pearl jewelry has undergone many changes and reinterpretations in accordance with the fashion and style of the era. Princess Marina often wore a bracelet as a fashionable choker, as well as large drop earrings. However, it was after Princess Michael inherited the set in 1978 that the necklace began to attract special attention. Princess Michael of Kent, who joined the British royal family in 1978, was a controversial figure of the time. A divorced Catholic, a talented interior designer, she caused a lot of noise with her appearance in the royal family. Prince Michael renounced his titles to marry Maria, but later the royal decorations were returned to him. Princess Michael wore a choker bracelet several times, inspired by her mother-in-law. In the 1980s, I especially remember her portrait, made by Norman Parkinson in 1981. In the 1990s, Princess Michael appeared in a bright new version of a pearl necklace. She combined the pearls from her mother-in-law's necklace with a versatile bracelet, creating dramatic layers of pearls. This piece of jewelry perfectly complemented the princess's bold and glamorous fashion sense. She often wore a necklace with Vladimir pearl earrings and a Kent festoon tiara. Although Prince and Princess Michael have retired from royal life, having made about 200 appearances on behalf of the throne, we hope that the pearl necklace will still appear on Princess Michael. Perhaps it will go to her sister-in-law, Lady Frederica Windsor. Lady Frederick will surely find some red carpet outfits that can be decorated with pearls. The fate of the pearl necklace remains unknown, but we will be watching its further path with interest. This piece of jewelry, associated with the history of the royal family, continues to attract the attention of fashion and history lovers. Cartier Nizam necklace of Hyderabad, $80 million, the most valuable royal jewelry, is known as the necklace of the Nizam of Hyderabad. It became a wedding gift to the Queen, then Princess Elizabeth, from the Nizam of Hyderabad in 1947. The necklace was made by Cartier in 1930 and is decorated with 38 round-cut diamonds, 13 emerald-cut diamonds, and a pear-shaped drop in the center. The Duchess of Cambridge has worn this extravagant accessory since becoming a royal, most notably at the Portrait Gala in 2014. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks!